Good morning, my dear students. How are you all? So, I hope you all are absolutely fine because today I am also feeling very excited because today we are going to complete this chapter. So, students, today we will complete this chapter as well as we will try to do some exercises also. And one more thing, before we complete this lesson, I would like to recall whatever we have learned in the previous three parts because it is kind of big chapter, so it is very important to revise whatever we have learned. Okay, students. So once again, I would like to welcome you all. I hope you are excited for today's class. So let's start. So students, we are doing chapter number 4 from the diary of Annie Frank. Of course, the author is Annie Frank herself. As I told you, this story is taken from the diary. It's an extract, means some part of the diary is given in this chapter. So, as I have already told you, in this picture you can see Annie Frank. She is very young girl, and unfortunately, she died also when she was very young. In fact, she was died with something which the world cannot forget. As you all know, the gas chambers used by Nazis. So she had a very bad death. We can say she was kind of murdered. So, as you can see, Annie, she is so pretty, as we all know, and she starts to write a diary during times when she and her family they were hiding from the Nazis because she she belonged to Jewish religion, Jew. So students, Jew is a religion like Christians, Islam, Hinduism. So Jew is also a religion, but Jew people are very less in numbers and the other religious people. So people of Nazi they find and they attack Jewish people. That's why this girl and her family are in danger. So let's revise whatever we have learned so far. Okay, so let's talk about the author again, Annie Frank. So full name of author is Anneliese Mary Annie Frank. Okay, students. So her full name is Anneliese Mary or also Annie Frank. So she was born on 12th June 1929 and she died somewhere in February March in 1945. So students, you can calculate from 1929 to 1945 she was around 14 to 15 years only. So when she died she was only 14 to 15 years old. So bad, students. She was around age of you all. So she was a Jewish girl, as I already told you, and she wrote this diary when she was hiding from the Nazis. Okay, students. So we learned this much in this story, and we have done this activity also. I hope you know the meanings. So we have done this fill in the blanks after that, and I hope you still remember. So first thing, let's revise the first paragraph here. Writing in a diary is really strange experience for someone like me, not only because I have never written anything before, but also because it seems to me that later on neither I or not anyone else will be interested in the musings of 13-year-old school girl. So in the first paragraph itself, Annie says that she is not much interested in writing diaries and all, and she has never written diaries before because she thinks that nobody will be interested to read a diary of a 13-year-old girl, and not even she herself is going to read her diary again in future because she thinks there is nothing interesting in her diary. So they thought that I am writing this diary but it's not useful to anyone. But she starts writing because there was a reason. She thinks that if she write a diary, she can share all her feelings, she can share all her secrets. And the best part about writing your secrets in a diary is it will not share with anyone. If you tell your secret to your friend can tell to anybody, but if you write in diary, it cannot be shared. So in next paragraph there is very important line, paper has more patience than people. Student, this line is asked several times in questions in exams, that what is the meaning of paper has more patience than people. So students, the meaning of this line, paper has more patience than people, simply means that if you have to write something on a piece of paper, you can write whatever you have in your mind, and the best thing is paper will not interrupt you in between. Of course, paper is a non-living thing, it cannot speak. So she says that paper has more patience than people. If you have any thought in your mind and you will tell to anybody, your friend or anyone, then they might interrupt you in between. So that's why she says the best thing is to share your feeling, is to share with paper. Pen and paper are best friends. So she starts writing. So she starts and she says that before I write a diary, it's very important to introduce myself. Of course, without introduction, nobody is interested to read any diary. So she introduces herself. Let's see her introduction also, because it is very important to know her introduction. Okay, so this paragraph is very important. I am going to read it. Let me put it more clear, since no one will believe that a 13-year-old girl is completely alone in the world. So Annie says that nobody will believe that I am totally alone, so I have to explain myself. And I am not. So she talks about her parents. I have loving parents and a 16-year-old sister. So she has parents, mummy, papa, and one elder sister, 16 year. Okay, so she is 13 and elder sister 16-year-old. And there are about 30 people she can call her friends. So there are 30 people she can call her friends. She has family, she have aunts and a very good home. So she says that I have everything except one true friend. She says I have everything. I have sisters, I have cousins, I have aunts, I have grandmother, but I don't have a single true friend whom she can trust. So she thinks that I don't have any friend whom I can share my secret. So she decides to write a diary. So all I think about when I am with friends is having a good time. I can't bring myself to talk about ordinary everyday things. So she says that I have friends, I spend time with them, I talk to them, but I don't find to become more friendly with anyone. Means I have many friends, but I don't have a best friend or a true friend. So I don't have a single friend whom I can share my secret. So students, it is important for everybody to have someone in our life whom we can share our thoughts. But sometimes it becomes very difficult to find that person. Some people share their thoughts with their parents, some people share their thoughts with their best friends, some people share their thoughts with their brothers or sisters. But some people are not able to share their thoughts to anyone. They keep their secrets in their heart. So when they are sad, they are more sad from inside. So it's very important to share our feelings with someone, so that if you are sad, if you share your feeling, you will feel good, and if you are happy, you share your feeling, you will be feeling more happier. So this is about her introduction. She says about everything in this paragraph. Then we have this oral comprehension. Now she talks about her family members. She says, my father is the most adorable father I have ever seen. So she talks about father. My father is very good. My father is very caring and loving. She talks about sister Margot. Remember, question can be asked, what was the name of Annie's sister? So Annie's sister name was Margot. So Margot was that cannot be asked. So this is important. She says that I lived in Frankfurt until I was 4, and then my father emigrated to Holland in 1933. So this question can be asked. She also talks about her mother, who is Edith Hollander Frank. Edith Hollander Frank is name of her mother. So she says that my mother also went to Holland with my father in September 1933, and then my elder sister also went there, and then I also went there on the birthday of Margot. Okay, so they all started living in Holland. She talks about her school. She says that she studied in Montessori school and she stayed there till class 6th, and then she continues there. She says that my headmistress teaches me, and then that's it. And she talks about her grandmother also, the incidents that the grandmother fell ill in 1941, so she was unable to celebrate birthday in so well manner. And later in January 1942, her grandmother died also. So that happened. And then she writes about diary, she writes about class, that everybody is very much in tension about the exams, about the results, who will pass and who will fail. And Annie says that I'm sure that I will pass, and my sister and my friends will also pass, but she is not very sure about mathematics. And later in next paragraphs she talks about a maths teacher, and then she talks about the essays, and she says that I really talk a lot, that's why my teacher gave me punishment to write essay on chatterbox, to write essay on incorrigible chatterbox, and so on. And later we stopped here when her friend suggested, when Annie's friend suggested that an essay on, you should write an essay, or you should write, instead of writing essay, you should try to write poem because you like to write poem. Okay, so now we are here. It is the last paragraph of this chapter. We will complete this very quickly and then we will discuss some exercises also. Okay, students. So it is the last paragraph. Till here we have already done. I finished my poem and it was beautiful. It was about a mother duck and a father swan with three baby ducklings who were bitten to death by the father because they quacked too much. So she is talking about her poem. She says that I finished my poem, and poem was very beautiful, and it was about a mother duck, all duck, and father swan. So it is a story of duck, swan, and with three baby ducklings. Duckling means baby of ducklings. So later she said that the ducklings were bitten to death by the father because they quacked too much. So they quacked too much, that's why the swan beat them. Okay. So luckily Mr. Keesing took the joke the right way. He read the poem to the class, adding his own comments, and to several other classes as well. Since then I have been allowed to talk and haven't been assigned any extra homework. On the contrary, Mr. Keesing always makes jokes these days. So as we all know that Mr. Keesing is so much irritated with the girl because she talks a lot. In this poem also she has given one message that the baby ducks were killed because they quacked a lot, means talked a lot. But this time Mr. Keesing understood the girl's feeling, and then he understood that, and he does not give extra homework to the girl, and he reads the poem to all the class with his own comments. He reads the poem to other classes also, and now Mr. Keesing is changed his behavior and he makes joke also these days. So Annie is saying that Mr. Keesing is giving jokes also these days, and he's totally a different person. At last it's written, yours, Annie, and it started from the diary of a young girl with slight adaptation. So this is it. It was only a part of this. If you are very much interested to know more about this, you can purchase a novel or you can read online. The name of the novel is From the Diary of a Young Girl, world bestseller. If you are very much interested, you can buy a hard copy, or you can read online also, because if you are interested. So I hope some of you will read it definitely. Okay, so that's it, student. It is the story is completed. I hope most of you have liked this story. I really enjoyed explaining this. And now let's talk about some exercises also. Okay, so oral comprehension check. There are some questions I would like to ask. We will discuss it, and I would suggest you to record this or you can give answer to your friends. So first question: why was Mr. Keesing annoyed with Annie? What did he ask her to do? Is it a difficult question? No, it's a very easy question. So why was Mr. Keesing annoyed with Annie? Simple, Mr. Keesing was annoyed with Annie because she used to talk a lot in a class. Second question, what did he ask her to do? So Mr. Keesing asked Annie to write essay on chatterbox. Simple. So remaining 2, 3, 4 question, it's your homework. You can do it. Now let's come to the next exercise, thinking about the text. Was Annie right when she said that the world would not be interested in the musings of a 13-year-old girl? So if you remember, students, Annie says that why will anybody read my story? Why will anybody read my story? I'm just a 13-year-old common girl. I'm not celebrity. I'm not a very great person. So why would anybody read? So do you think her thought was correct that time? Share your own answer. Okay. So these questions are also your homework. You can easily write it. Second one, there are some examples of diary or journal entries in the before you read section. Compare these with Annie writes in her diary. What language was diary originally written in? In what ways Annie's diary different? So you can also do this question also. You can do it. It's very easy. So students, all this up to 7, and then there, yes, there are 7 questions. So all these 7 questions are your homework for today, and then we will discuss other exercises. I would like, it's your homework for today, and I would give solution also in the next video. Okay, so for today that's it. I hope you enjoyed this story, and after watching this video, please also, there are some students who are not watching this video because attendance is very less. So talk to your friends, talk to your classmates, share this video to them and tell them to watch it and make their attendance. Thank you, and I hope you really enjoyed this. Okay.